A college experience really changed my life. I didn't know as far as like what I would become, what my trajectory would be. I knew I had these goals that I had in mind, but I didn't have the structure, and I feel like college really provided that structure. There's been challenges, of course, that I've had to overcome and navigate. As any person that's separated from their parents, and my family really pushed and expected the most from me, and I knew that my brother and sister depended on me, and if I didn't set the right example, then there wouldn't be much hope as far as like educational aspirations. EOP RSP really provided a community for me. So I remember the first time that I came to an event and I just felt accepted. I felt embraced. I saw all these people that had a similar trajectory as me, and I just felt like I didn't have to explain who I was. I didn't have to hide who I was. I could just exist. So that was really monumental for me, because I felt like connected to the university and I didn't have to pretend about anything.
A little bit about my life. I grew up in a very dysfunctional family. My foster care experience started at a young age, being 3 years old. I was there for a few years when my mother got me back. Some of the hardships I faced while being at CSUN was my family. I have older siblings who are not doing well, who are into drugs, and every time I had to come to school, I had to worry about them and just making sure they were okay. So it was kind of a hard thing to balance throughout my years. EOP RSP helped me and supported me through those challenges by providing a lot of resources. I was able to come and speak to them whenever I needed someone or just needed to let things out. I don't have anybody in my family to go to, so they were like a family, not only the people who work in RSP, but the students there too.
I believe my biggest hardship was when my parents were deported. I closed off to a lot of people, and especially school. I started to give up a little bit and pretty much not find a point in being in school anymore, because I felt like, whoa, what's the point really? Everything's gone. My siblings were in another foster home, so it just felt just really hard, and I was able to go to RSP and talk about it, and they were able to support me, and it's just very good to know that there's somewhere I could go to when I need help with a unique situation, because they've heard of it and they know what to do, and they've helped me when I've needed groceries. They helped me when I needed to learn how to cook. They helped provide basic necessities when I needed laundry detergent, I needed bed sheets. And one of the biggest helps has been going into RSP and being able to talk to them and being able to have someone to explain my unique situation, and they still hear me out and, you know, not just shrug me off, and really listen to me and hear what I have to say and just be very vulnerable with me. I'm really happy that I'm here, you know, obtaining my bachelor's and being a role model for my siblings, because now they're here at CSUN also trying to get their bachelor's degree.
I grew up with my parents initially till about 4 years old, and ever since then, after 4, my parents went to prison and my grandma adopted me. During the time with my grandma, I kind of started getting into trouble down the line, and I finally wanted to change my ways. I didn't want to become a troublemaker no more, so I decided to do something better for myself, and I chose to go to college. And now college has been very helpful to keeping me doing positive things and not getting into trouble. Albert has helped me out a tremendous amount. He always shows up, he's always in a good mood. He was like a mentor kind of to show me that it's possible, because if he's doing it, he came from struggles and I came from struggles, so I could do it too. So the services that were the most helpful from RSP would have to be the socials. The socials were very helpful, and also the parking permits were helpful. As with the parking permit, RSP purchased it for me basically for free. I didn't have to pay no money. They would just, I guess for being part of the program, they buy it for me and I just had to pick it up, and it was really helpful.
I was in foster care since I was 9. I aged out at 21. I entered foster care because my mom was murdered. So my other 5 siblings and I went into different foster homes. We were split up. We got back together with one caregiver, but it wasn't a great situation, so we got split up again. But school was like a great outlet for my foster care experience, because that was where like my safe space was. I have a younger sibling who is hard of hearing, which made me interested in pursuing deaf studies. That's how I kind of knew I wanted to go to CSUN. RSP just kind of supported me by making sure that I was okay for one, and also seeing what ways they could help me emotionally and financially, making sure I knew about different scholarships. One of the scholarships that I was able to actually obtain was the Biddy Mason scholarship. Because of RSP, I was able to find that and fill it out and actually get it, and so that helped me with school, like textbooks and everything, and also like my personal life.
Being a part of EOP RSP really spoke to me because of their resilience, and just that word really, it says a lot about a person. They really made it feel like home. I was always super shy, like meeting new people, and they helped me like know myself better, so I was able to socialize with people more easily now. I just wanted to show people that foster kids can also continue their education and graduate. I just stayed motivated no matter how many obstacles life was throwing at me.
So I know that it is 3% of people who graduate in being part of foster care. What motivated me honestly was my family. I wanted to be the first one to make it. I honestly wanted to beat the statistics of being a teen mom, a high school dropout, and a college dropout. So it took me a little bit longer than what I needed to be, but hey, it's life. So I feel like I definitely beat the statistics. So I got the opportunity to know what EOP was. The first person that I ever knew from EOP was Gina. Gina was just on me. She knew, she did everything possible for me to get into the program. Life happened at the age of 18, 19, and it didn't go as planned. So I did get stopped out of CSUN. And when I got back, I was still in contact with Gina, and I was like, Gina, girl, let me in, let me in. She did. She kept up on me. She said, you know, you have to do the application again, just submit it. Once you submit it, we'll put it in, and here I am. So thank you, Gina.
My college experience would not be the same if I didn't join Resilient Scholars. I mean, most of my routine throughout my journey was just attending class and going home. The workshops that they hosted, as well as the socials that gave me an opportunity to socialize with other people rather than just go home after a class. There was something to look forward to. To be specific, the Thanksgivings and the Christmas one, I enjoy those a lot because I feel like it really does help those who don't really have a family to go back to for the holidays. To be a part of those holiday events feels the same way as if I was celebrating with a family member.
I feel that life shows up for a lot of us, all of us, and they really make you feel a part of. They make you feel so comfortable. They assist you in any way that they can. They're constantly checking on you, making sure you're okay. They do a mid-evaluation of your grades just to make sure you're going the way you're supposed to be going. A midterm evaluation is when your counselor sends out an email to all of your professors, your classes, and it's just like a check-in to make sure you're steering the right way. They're not there like to drill you, they're just there to help you, and you may be going through something and you're not speaking up, and they're trying to see how they can intervene and help you and assist you in any way they can. Just all the support EOP RSP gave me throughout my journey here made a whole difference for me here, and I don't think I would have been able to feel so comfortable and a part of without the programs.
You know, from the get-go, you know, that I wanted to be an educated woman. And then when I became a mother, that only exemplified my desire to provide a life for my children, you know, that wasn't like mine. EOP and RSP program provide so many different services. There's fairs, workshops, exchanges, there's movies, there's cooking classes. There's all sorts of different events and activities that are put on for students. Most of the time it's always circulating around food, so you won't go hungry. I think transitioning from a 2-year college to a 4-year college is really intimidating, and RSP was so welcoming from the get-go. I'll never forget my interview with Ashley. I kind of felt bad for her because I was just a little chatty Cathy, but I connected with her on, during that first interview, and it just felt like home.
The RSP team will try and remove any barriers in your way of your education. Most people are going to assume they mean things like, oh, I'm having a clog up with my financial aid, or oh, I need school supplies. No, it expands into a lot of things. Like most of the issues that I personally had were non-education related, but they were so deep-rooted that they would prevent me from attending school. When I interviewed for RSP all that time ago, they had asked me, they were like, what are you hoping to get out of this? And I told them, I'm like, I don't know. I just have this nagging feeling that something's gonna happen and I'm just gonna need somebody in my corner. I will need somebody to support me in some way for me to get through this, and they have gone above and beyond every single time. So they truly mean when they say, remove any obstacles to your education, whether that's in the school or outside of the school. They will do what they can to help you.
RSP was crucial in showing me the counseling center where I got a lot of help working through my panic attacks. My biggest motivation to pursue a college degree was my family, my children, to show them that no matter what happened in your past, anything is possible and you can overcome every obstacle thrown your way. But because of the RSP community, they were crucial in helping me find resources that will help me, making sure that I knew that I always had support here on campus and even off campus if I ever needed it. Being in where I'm at, in the position I am at and about to walk stage, receiving my bachelor's degree is something that I feel very proud of, only because when I was younger and I entered the foster care system, I really lost hope in even graduating high school. So knowing that I am receiving my bachelor's and I will pursue my master's, I feel like it's such a great achievement for myself.
Thinking about what I went through and knowing now that I'm about to graduate and walk the stage, I just wish I can go back and hug my younger self and say that it's gonna be okay, you got it, everything happens for a reason, and I just know that it's possible.
I want to thank EOP and RSP and everyone that I've met. I think they've all had a big impact in my life. And if I didn't have a system there to not only support me, but to also shape me and guide me through school. And I want to say thank you to them and thank you to the whole program.
Honestly, I'm super excited, super happy, and I'm super thankful that I've been able to make it this far. Honestly, I didn't think I could have done it, but now that I did it, it just shows how there's so many things you could possibly do that we don't even know we can do.
For foster youth that feel like college is not for them, I would encourage them to reconsider. We're gonna keep living, we're gonna keep learning, time is gonna pass, regardless of if we go to school or not. So why not have an account of your experiences? Why not learn and take what you learn and apply it to what you wanna do anyway? You might find a whole different you within college, and you might inspire someone else along the way.
Dream big and reach for your goals, because if you stay determined, you will finish what you want to finish, and you'll get ahead and do things that you never thought you'd do for yourself.
In my degree in May, honestly, I think I'm gonna kiss that diploma and hold it and cherish it for the rest of my life. Thank you so much to the EOP RSP program. Not only being the program that I could rely on, but another family to me. So I think you guys are doing an absolutely amazing job, and I hope and pray when I do come back to get my master's, you guys are there still to support me 100%.
You truly do feel representative of a resilient individual once you have, achieved these milestones. I feel like every step in the right direction is a step in becoming the human being that I want to be. I'm really excited for what the future holds, and I'm incredibly proud of myself, and I'm so thankful for the RSP family.
I believe that RSP uses the word resilient because Everyone has some kind of background story, some kind of life that put them where they are now, and without being resilient, they never would have gotten to where they are in this time. So it's like a word that kind of gives you like power behind you and who you are.